Hey, good evening. Tonight a bit of Tuxedomoon, Half Mute from 1979, their debut album. And I wondered why their debut album, because, well, I know Tuxedomoon quite well, and I'm not sure if it's actually the best album. Well, that can be argued, of course, but personally I probably like Desire from 1981 and Holy Wars from 1985 a bit better, but mainly because those albums are in a way more song driven than this album Half Mute actually is, and in a way it comes closest to their signature sound. Their Tuxedomoon's signature sound, yeah, they have been labeled as post-punk, they have been labeled as avant-garde, but basically it's all about atmosphere, it's all about cinema in a way. If you want to compare Tuxedomoon to cinema, I think they come closest to a film like Himmel über Berlin from Wim Wenders, or maybe some of the Jim Jarmusch stuff. It's experimental in a way. If you listen to it, yeah, it is a band with guitar, bass, drums, synthesizers, but the guitar, especially on this album, doesn't really play a role. These songs are mainly bass driven with a lot of saxophone screeching, a lot of synthesizer and early electronics, and also you can hear quite a lot of violin playing. So, and even the singing is functional. In some ways it cannot even be called singing. It's more declaring, it's more stating than the actual art of what is commonly known as singing. But I think that makes it all the more interesting. In a way they operate basically in the vacuum that existed just after punk exploded, or imploded actually, and they just did their thing. It's a very experimental band, also if you look at some of their other output, that pretty much existed all throughout the 80s. They split in the 90s, they reunited later again, but their essential work is from the 80s of last century. And I just recommend to you to listen to this album, Half Mute, or also, if you can find it, Desire 1981 or Holy Wars 1985, equally brilliant and worth listening to. Thank you.